One day later.
Alright. Again, the game's actually helping me out here. Alright, so let's try that again.
Yeah, it does seem like a very grindy sort of system.
Yeah. Well,
for some reason, it's kind of reminded me, for some reason, a wee bit of Gran Turismo in that, because in those games in that, even
if you lose, you can build up your car and whatnot.
Well, you still, even if you like say coming third or fourth place in that, you'd still earn some amount of credits in that. But obviously, it won't be as much in that if you win the race in that. So you kind of sort of you can sort of like build up sort of credits over the races that you partake in that, regardless if you win or lose in that, and be able to eventually build up enough credits in that in order to purchase like upgrades for your car or to buy a much faster one.
Right. We might as well call this game Grand Bushido and no one's going to argue with us.
It does scroll to tongue pretty well.
Grand Bushido. Hit him! Hit him! You're not even trying! It's like literally hitting under the arm. I suppose I was doing the same thing as well. No! Oh no.
It's almost like you just like bitch slapped him and he just fell unconscious.
One day later.
Alright. Seems like I'm gonna have to do some training. Alright. Maybe I need to increase my strength this way.
Yeah, maybe I need to roughly shake my money makers and that in front of a waterfall.
Yes, I have shaken my flexes long enough. Right, so that increases my spirit. Right, very good, very good. Okay, also need to increase my attack power for when I do hit him. Alright, okay, don't be too eager. Alright.
Yeah, so these certain mini games and that, so like these sort of like increase certain status and that based on based on what the games are about and that. So like this would sort of increase your strike and attacks.
Exactly.
Right? And the waterfall one, what was that for?
It's your spirit.
What does that affect?
Your little gauge meter thing.
Oh, right.
In fact, it should say here. Let's see, just to be precise. Current techniques. Right. So it says here. Self-training. You can raise your maximum level of character stats through self-training. Striking posts. Strike trees with a heavy wooden sword. To succeed, you must cut down the designed number within the time limit. Maximum value of your attack power will increase. So striking post, it's attack power. Bamboo grove, it's agility. Waterfall, spirit. Zen meditation. The maximum value of your insight will increase. And the insight was for... affects how easy it is to parry and dodge, so I'll need to do more of the Zen meditation then.
And use a steel sword to split helmets in half on the total.
If you succeed, the maximum value of your attack speed will increase. Well, that'll be useful. Illusion, right. Special bonus. If you succeed, the bonus is all the stats combined, right? Okay, Zen meditation. Let's do this. Okay. Alright, strange man with a plank, get ready. There we go. Alright, insight increased. How that should give me better advantage to dodge and whatnot. Alright, back to the fight. Better chances of dodging now.
Yeah, I feel like they really kind of shot themselves a wee bit in the foot with like having the option to back out of the game as sleep in that, because it's kind of implying that your guy has been awake for like 15 days.
Unless there's some omnipotent player who never sleeps until the game is done.
Yeah, his eyes would be like bright red at this point. like they probably think he's a demon now because it's like
Oni.
I wonder if they had coffee back in those days. Yeah, maybe that's why he's got on that wee sort of jars there and that just like packed to the brim with like coffee. Good job.
There we go. Now my character's got much more mobile now. You did the whole roll thing.
Yeah, it's like after every time that he goes back to his report police now, he's like sort of Fry in Futurama when he drinks all those cups of coffee and that, and he's like.
Okay, I realized that I couldn't get the maximum amount of attack speed. So what I need to do is train in attack speed so that I can actually level up efficiently.
All right.
Right. So I think every time I train, I increase the maximum amount of the stuff I can get. But then in actual fighting, I get the actual traits. Interesting approach. Right. Goes to show where I need trained. Bamboo Grove. Go! Wait, no, this is agility. No, that's not attack speed. Oh, whatever. Every bit of training counts, I guess. Stop poking! Why are you going backwards? Move forwards, young man! Move! Okay, move. You pathetic. There we go.
Why does every time you play this section, it feels like I'm watching an advert for Specsavers?
Should have gone to Specs.
It's just funny, just like how close he gets, but yet he's just unable to do this one simple task of slicing these bamboo trees.
Like, never mind not having the proper power to properly slice them. It's the fact that he can't even hit them. Now the attack speed. Oh wait, the attack speed was for. Oh wait, wasn't that? Oh no, wait, the attack speed was the helmet activity, which I haven't unlocked yet, so I'll have to do the illusion one instead, which does the whole thing, right? Oh, darn. Okay, so now.
So does the mini games get increasingly harder or harder as they them along?
I mean, I don't think so.
Alright, so you got enough
Yeah.
points now.
Now you will fight an opponent known for his superior insight. Alright, so ability to dodge and parry and whatnot.
It's funny how like the subtitles the subtitles don't necessarily fit the entire line, so it's like superior.
This is not going to go well for me. Alright, time to get stronger. Mada mada. Alright. Okay, so now upgrading and everything else here. Okay, so maximize and attack speed. So he's got superior insight. So now I've gotten stronger with my insight. Okay. Time to do insight training. If I'm to keep up with him. Need to increase my focus. Alright, here we go. I am curious to see what happens if he gets slapped by the plank.
It's funny, all these mini games which sort of like are depend on like a gauge and it keeps on making me think that we should really sort of consider trying everybody's golf at some point.
Ah, right. That'd be a fun one to do. Alright. Alright, here we go. Nice dance.
It's funny how it seems like each like opponent that seems to be the same guy. That it'd be funny if like the guy sort of like points out that he's like this is just you again, isn't it? And the guy said, look, we're seriously under budget here, so just play along with here. Too shabby.
Gotcha!
Good one.
And now, all these stats have increased. Alright. You've learned the moves Sacred Gateway. Yeah, in the stats menu. Right. Need to increase my illusion. Increase my illusion? What am I talking about? Alright. All but 2.
I'll be back in a moment, guys, and I'm just going for a tinkle.
Alright, don't forget to take your microphone off. Wouldn't want to pull up another Naked Gun 1. Alright. Okay, let's see our next opponent. 33 days, so it's been a month and 2 days now. So now test number 4. Now let's see, you will fight an opponent known for his superior spirit. Let's see how fast your Kai accumulates. Superior spirit. Alright then. Oh, here we go. Brace yourselves. Come on. Darn it. Yeah, I think I'm toast with this one. Darn. Okay, need to increase my attack speed. If only the game let me split helmets, but it won't. Okay, right. Attack power, agility. Let's try the fight again. Ooh. Ooh, building up an appetite with all this sword fighting. And go! Wow! Hold down defense more often. Come on, that's it. Oh. Slicing him down. There we go. It always seems to be whenever I get to do a roll, that's a guarantee that I get to beat the opponent. Also, nicely polished floor. Alright, so I won against the other opponent. Now that all gets to increase. Rolling thunder. I hear the rolling thunder. Alright, test number 5. Now you will fight an opponent known for his superior attack power. Alright, gotta put my dodging and parrying techniques to the test. I was doing a lot more defending there with that one. Oh.
We'll need a chiropractor for that one.
Quite. Wow, that was actually the quickest time I defeated an opponent there. Get these tests no bother now, thanks to good training. Alright.
Yeah.
Now, that guy's just gonna increase with like, Decapitate. Oh, okay.
I don't know how poking the guy for several days and that allows you to get that
The technique, swipe. What? Now you will fight against 10 opponents, one after the other. Your HP will recover slightly after each fight. Here we go then.
Endurance test.
今までの稽古の成果を発揮してみよ。
I'm getting better at this. Deadly better.
So now if I was fighting against you, I'd stand no chance.
Apparently. Match 2. What is this? Match 3.
It's like you're sort of about to push him in that, but then there wasn't any room there, and I just seemed to bounce off the other side.
Oh, he just bonked me on the head there. There we go.
So that was your third.
Yes, third opponent, number 4. There we go. That's 4. Number 5. Student number 5. A little bit of sword slice in your face. A little bit of sword slice in your gut. A little bit of sword slice to your feet. A little bit of sword slice to the beat. A little bit of dodging here or there. A little bit of defense here or there. A little bit of evading in the air. A little bit of Kengo to go here. always do that every time you do. Oh, darn it. Oh no. This doesn't look good for me.
Oh no.
Darn! I got past 5 at least.
やはりまだ無理なようだ。出直しなさい。
Alright, that's a lot of opponents there. Alright. Alright, maxing out. Alright, what do I need to increase it? Oh, it's giving me a few credits for opponents beaten. Right, so what do I need to increase in right now? Insight. Double cut. Okay, cool. Might as well go for it again. Why not? Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
今までの稽古の成果を発揮してみよ。
Anyway, next one. Okay, here we go.
I do have to say that your opponent in that seems to have the very probably has the most terrible sort of like surname that you could ever have in it, like STD. I know it's supposed to be like student or
Student,
something,
it's student. It's meant to be like this person's student. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awkward encounter at the sexual clinic.
This is the medic student.
Yeah.
The medic's STD. Good grief. Hit him. Hit him. There we go. I think I got a bit carried away there. Darn it. Keep in mind, some people say that HP is just mistake allowance.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 5. back to halfway up. Healthway up. Okay. Darn it! Oh no. Darn it! That sick student.
やはりまだ無理なようだ。
Right. So now, thanks to those other 5 victories, I'm going to increase in my overall strength and whatnot. Okay. Gonna have to do some other kind of training, spirit training.
So are you feeling that these mini games are starting to get a bit harder as you go along, or do you think it's just about the same?
Probably about the same. Okay, bamboo grow. All but 3. Right, okay. Just gonna stand here. Right. Okay. Right. Here we go again.
I mean, we must be getting close to the end of these training things and that. Because I can't imagine there'd be much else to go on in that after you faced sort of 10 guys in one setting.
Keep in mind, all these different dojos will have various kinds of training. I imagine each of them will have some kind of unlockable character or something. It would be quite interesting to have a game where it's a mixture of this, maybe a bit of Bushido Blade, as well as Ghost of Tsushima, where you can literally wander around and then choose different dojos to train in this kind of combat or something.
Maybe.
I mean, with Ghost of Tsushima, you got a variety of different combat skills, and you can literally like change your stances and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you can. There's this whole attack defense kind of system going on within the Demon Slayer fighting games. Did something similar where they were basing it off the anime event, and then they had this adventure mode where you could wander around as Tanjiro, and then you get into these matches kind of like this.
Yeah, I do remember Topal on that had, and also its sequel on that had, believe it or not, an RPG sort of story mode in that.
Oh wow!
which sort of makes sense because like Tobal was made by sort of Square in that, who obviously makes Final Fantasy say games in that.
Right.
Yeah, they had included like an RPG, like the first one was kind of like a dungeon crawler, and that where you had to like jump across platforms and that, and eventually sort of like can break into random like fights and that with like other sort of creatures and that. And I do believe like and also in Tobal 2 in that they had a bit more, had like a similar system but much more fleshed out, and I believe due to that having that story mode and that, I believe the game has like over like I think it was like 100 characters.
Whoa!
Like, because it actually because most of the unlockable characters take up like all the monsters that you face in the RPG mode.
Right, man alive, 100 characters to play as.
I could be mistaken, but it was something close to that number, I believe.
Man alive, that would make Super Smash Bros. Ultimate blush. Oh my days! I got past the 6th student, but that 7th student was relentless.
やはりまだ無理なようだ。出直しなさい。
So are you thinking of continue on?
I plan to. I'm getting stronger. Might as well see the training to its end. To its bitter end. I'm noticing that as I get stronger, I'm breezing through those initial students and then only to be met with the harder matches.
Oh, I'm mistaken. It's not 100. It's 200.
What?
Over 200 unlockable characters.
What?
200?
For an RPG that early?
For a thing.
Oh, sorry, fighting game. Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. So he's making the game the largest character roster in a fighting game.
The largest character. Oh my days. What? What? Man alive. And you thought Super Smash Bros. Ultimate had that many?
Yeah.
Man alive.
And apparently one of the unlockable characters is of course a chocobo.
Naturally.
Yep.
So, right. So it was in collaboration with Squarespace. What was it? It was collaboration between Squarespace and.
Square is the same guys that make Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I know. Square Enix. Sorry, I meant to say Square Enix.
Yeah, Square Enix. Yeah.
Oh, is it just made by them?
Well, it used to be just Square in that, and then they merged with Enix Games in that.
Oh.
Square Enix.
Oh, right. So they had the Chocobo. What other characters did they have from the Final Fantasy games?
Final Fantasy, I suppose like the known ones, Squall and Cloud and that, and as well as the sort of the Black Mage, the White Mages, and all sorts really.
All right. Seems like an immense fighting game. We should try it out if we get the chance sometime. I don't know.
Well, yeah, maybe some one for the future.
Sounds like the Final Fantasy version of Fighters Mega Mix.
Yeah, that's also a good point. Yeah. well, again, like as they were saying, like most of the fighters and that, they're they would be more or less like a lot of them would just be like more or less like sort of reskins of like other characters. Like they would have like this similar sort of fighting styles and that.
Right.
It's not like a fighting game with 200 characters where everyone has their own unique sort of move set and so on and that. It's more like like you get like additional characters and that sort of perform the similar way to other sort of fighters and that, but they just have a different skin to them.
Right.
Is this the sixth opponent again?
This is the fourth one again.
Oh.
Yeah, something's gone wrong on my end. I got carried away, I guess. Either way, good training. Attack him, you silly cookie. Darn it. Right. With every loss I get stronger. So let's see how this adds up. I only need to train if I run out of means to keep growing. Right, so now that's the thing. So increasing in attack power. So let's go back to here again. Wait, no.
今までの稽古の成果を発揮してみよ。
So I suppose also in essence in that you could say that 1202 in that is the Gran Turismo fighting games, because Gran Turismo's known for having like over 200 cars in that.
Yeah, true. Wait a minute. Oh wait. Okay, different vehicles. Playable vehicles, playable characters.
Yeah.
Obviously there's a difference between playable vehicles and playable characters. I mean, like the latest Gran Turismo game with over 300 vehicles or something?
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be the case, yeah. So, but what I mean in terms of like principle and that, like Gran Turismo, it's known for having like a game with like tons of cars and that. Turbo 2's a game known for having like tons of multiple fighters.
I suppose if there were ever something like, say, like Pixar's Cars rendition of Gran Turismo, and they had the vast number of cars you would have in the Gran Turismo games, that would probably qualify as the most characters in a game. Unless all the different drivers somehow count as like different unique drivers or something like that. Imagine a game where like you could like have all these different characters with all these different statuses like in Mario Kart or something, and then they have the kind of vehicles in Gran Turismo with customizable parts and whatnot. Just so many possibilities. And then years down the line, players find what they assume is the right combination to be the equivalent of like Funky Kong on the Bowser bike in Mario Kart Wii. be more cautious. There we go. I've lost count of how many students that was. Oh no. Darn it! Right, the character's gonna get stronger again, but that wasn't even the 7th student.
無理なようだ。出直しなさい。
Right, come on, character, get stronger.